Hello and welcome to the Nesson Digital Studio. We are joined by a very special guest, New England Revolution defender and Slovenia international defender, Antonio Delamea. Welcome back from Slovenia. You've just gotten back from a long intercontinental flight for 2 days. How do you feel? Still a little foggy, jet lag?
Still a little jet lag,
yes.
But I have 3 more days till the game, so everything will be okay. I'll be ready.
And your team narrowly missed out on a playoff spot in finishing 4th in Group F in UEFA qualifying, and you had a loss against England and a draw against Scotland, and were eliminated. How does that disappointment feel from coming close? You were just a few points out of the playoff spot.
Yeah, for us it's always tough to qualify for any competition. So it was a big success for us that we were there till the end. But on the other hand, like whole nation felt a big disappointment because we were so close. But at the end, we missed a few points. We actually knew where we fell. We should win a few games that we lost or we draw. So in the football is like this. Sometimes you get, sometimes you lose. But if you're not like 100% concentrated in the game, every game, especially in these games in qualification, that can hurt you. And you can see in your national team from America, they face the same failure as we did. So it's really about the concentration and mentality. And at the end of the day, you just hope you did enough to qualify.
Now, I'm going to ask you about the United States disappointment a little bit later, but you went to Wembley Stadium and you were there. That's one of the most famous arenas in all of the world. What was being there like at that venue? And you got to see some stars. We watch a lot of Premier League here, like Harry Kane, watching him. What did that venue and those players, what was it like to watch them up close?
Well, honestly, when I first came there, I saw how big that stadium is, how good everything is, a good facility. Everything is perfect, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see why England is so successful, because they invest a lot of money in soccer, and you see their league is growing, is one of the best leagues in the world. And yeah, for me, unfortunately, I didn't get chance to play, but still I was little part of the game. So I really enjoy watch these guys, and I were very proud of my teammates, because I think they fought very good against these big stars. And really, I think we were very close to maybe upset England.
Yeah, it was 1-0, yeah. Very tight.
Very tight game, and in my opinion, I think it won't end like 1-0 if we didn't open our game in the last 10 minutes, because we really needed this win for our next hopes for qualify to World Cup.
Yes.
And yeah, we did everything we can, but was not enough. But really, it's amazing when you watch this game playing, how little is difference between being a star and being a normal player. And you can see maybe only some some more confidence in their head, and they're a little better in technical skills, and this is the only difference that I can tell between them and between us and normal players.
Yeah, and I was actually going to ask you, what is the gap? You say amongst players it's very small, the difference. What about for countries? England being one of the big countries, Slovenia, no disrespect, being one of the smaller countries in Europe.
I don't know. It's always when the game starts, there are 11 players on the field, and you know we have players who play in big leagues, who are used to the pressure, to high level of the game. So I think when you are in the game, it's only the matter of if you do your job and how good you do it. So I think we did really good a good job against them, especially tactically. zero mistakes, and after the game we all feel very how to say very disappointed, because I don't think we'll be ever so close to upset them, especially in England. And but like I said, that's the difference between big players and maybe us, you know.
Well, the United States is a country of 350 million people, and we're feeling the disappointment too, because the men's national team here, we've been to 7 consecutive World Cups, and then on Tuesday night it was like the worst scary movie that I've ever seen. Did you hear about it in Slovenia, or did you hear about it when you came back, and what was your reaction?
Well, I just came back from Slovenia, and I asked my wife what was the result in Argentina game.
Yes.
And so she was looking for that game, and when she passed the US, she said, "Oh, look, US is behind 2-1." So I was, oh damn, if they lost this game, they could be out. So when I found out at the end that they're out, I honestly felt very disappointed, because I know this will affect not just their national team but also league. And
yes.
But still, I think they need to learn something from this. You know, sometimes you need to make one step back to make 2 forward, and I just hope that all people that are in soccer here in States that will stick together and maybe try to invest even more energy in improving soccer here in States.
Thank you for that advice and insight. We can use all the help.
This is the only thing, the only smart thing I can say. You know.
Yeah, it's still very new, and we're processing the disappointment. I want to turn to the revolution now. This is your first season with New England. You're the first player from Slovenia to play in Major League Soccer. When you decided to come here, what was the reaction back home? How did people feel about that decision?
I think people did and still underestimate this league. You know, States are known for baseball, for NFL, for hockey, NBA, but not for soccer.
Yeah.
So you know, at first they all underestimate. They doubt my decision, but now when they watch the game and when I'm talking to them after the game, they say, "Wow, level is really high. Players are good." Say, of course they are. You know, also all teams here invest big money, and a league is growing every year, and this is just the consequence of everything. And if you ask me, I don't feel sorry, not for 1%, that I joined this league, and I really enjoy my time here with my wife. I feel great, especially this region really suits me well, and for now I can only say good words about everything.
Now there are now 2 Slovenians in Major League Soccer. Andras Struna signed with New York. Do you know him? Have you played with him or against him before? What would be your advice to him as he starts in Major League Soccer?
Yeah, funny thing, we are playing now on Sunday against them, so I hope he will play. And yeah, I know him. We never really had a chance to play against each other because he left our country early. He go to play away from Slovenia, but I know his brother. We play a national team together with his brother, and I heard only good things about him. For my advice to him would be only that he needs to listen to coach, to be in good relationship with the teammates, to be positive, to try to help them, try to listen when they try to help you, and just when you step on the field, just do your job. That's it.
Now with New England, you spoke about the relationship with the coach. Your team just changed coaches. What was your reaction to the decision to move on from Jay Heaps, part ways with him?
I think I can speak in the name of the whole team. We were all very disappointed that this happened. We all felt guilty part of guilty about this, and we still do, because Jay was always nice to us. He was always positive, even when we didn't play good. He tried to find good things in our games, and he was really a good mentor. And I will always be thankful to him. He helped me a lot when I first came here. He tried to connect me with the group, and he talked to other players to help me. So I'm really thankful to him, and I can only wish him a good career in the future. I hope he will find a good club for himself, because he's a great person and good coach.
Have you noticed what has changed since he left and now Tom Sohn is in charge? Is the atmosphere different? Is it more positive?
Well, I don't think it's more positive, because we were always positive, you know, because Jay is like that. He's a very positive person, so we all follow him. We're all like this. But now I don't know if many things change. Maybe we just try to fix some things with our tactical movements, and that's it. And we try to stay positive despite we're out of playoffs. But
this season has been disappointing for New England, the results, and a big reason was because on the road the team has struggled. You said recently that next season the team must improve the mentality for the road games. How does the team do that?
We talk a lot. We talk a lot with each other. I don't know. It's hard to just say it's problem in our mentality. You know. I think in the past we talked too much and we didn't put actual
behind the words. Yeah.
Actual movements on the field. So now we'll start maybe to perform better and talk less. I think you know it's like that. But in this league, it's not only for us. I think all teams have problems on the road. So you know it's very hard league, especially because of this long travel.
Yes.
Planes, jet lag. But I don't know. I don't have a right answer for that. You know? It's up to coach, not up to me.
Now you won in 2016. You won a championship. I'm going to try and pronounce this right, with Olympia Ljubljana. Ljubljana.
Yeah, good.
In 2016. So you have experience winning a championship, a title. What are the New England Revolution missing to reach a championship level? How far away are they?
It's very hard to say that, because in this league all teams are very close to each other.
Yes.
You know, you don't have one team to say, "Oh, this team is unbeatable." You know, every team can win the others. So it's really hard. It's more about handling a pressure, being more constant in performance, and if you're able to connect maybe 6-7 games in a row with win. Then you are in the playoff for sure, and that's the difference between the teams that are in the top and between us who are in the bottom.
Right, it's like momentum and consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've come to Boston. This is one of a unique region in the United States, the Boston area, New England. What do you like the most about living here?
Honestly, I didn't have any bad experience in the past. Actually, in the whole year since I came here. So I really think that people are very nice here. That they are not like, now I'm gonna talk about soccer. Like I don't want to be like this. But you know, we had some bad games, but they never boo us. You know, they were always supporting us, even if in really bad times, and I can only say good things about people. Talking about region, I've always liked to live by the sea, and now I got a chance to live here in this nice region, and I really like it. And I don't know. Maybe the only thing I don't like is too much traffic, but you know, I can do anything about it.
I know one thing you might not like is the winters here are brutal. Will you stay here for the winter?
Yeah,
or?
of course. I'm from Slovenia. We are used to tough winters, and I don't really have problems with that.
Okay. On one of the best parts about this city, this is one of the great sports cities and regions in the world. And I was looking on your social media. It seems like you love other sports besides just the one you play. So I want to ask you, you've attended, did you see the Patriots, any of their games yet?
No, not Patriots, but I've been to two Celtic games, playoff games.
And you're a basketball fan?
Yeah, more a basketball fan.
Okay, now the Celtics have a very important off-season, and I want to ask you what you think about some of their new players that they have.
Well, honestly, I was a little sad because they let Isaiah leave.
Yeah.
Because we all knew what he went through in the past, what he did for this city. But in the other hand,
and losing his sister as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But in the other hand, you got a very good player for him. So you know, it's if they had to trade, I think this was the only reasonable trade in this league.
Yeah.
Because Kyrie is amazing. I think Kyrie is the best PG in the league, and with him, with Hayward and the other guys, I think they can reach the finals this year for sure.
Beating Cleveland.
Of course.
Okay, all right. Now you're also a friend of your Slovenian friend Gaspar Kopitar, plays hockey in Manchester. Will you go watch him play?
Yeah, I'm planning to visit him now after finish ends, and I invited him to our last home game this week. So I hope he'll make it. He's a very good guy. We text a lot, so yeah.
Okay. And what about the Boston Bruins? Do you ever watch them? Do you plan on going to their games?
Honestly, no.
No. Yeah.
But I like. I used to like hockey in Slovenia because we also love hockey in our country. But here I still. I didn't have time to go visit.
Yeah.
I honestly.
The season just started.
I'm waiting for LA Kings to come here because Gaspar Kopitar, a brother, is playing there. He's captain of LA Kings.
All right.
Andrzej Kopitar. So I'll go watch him.
All right. Will you root for them or the Bruins?
I don't know. I'll just try to enjoy the game.
Okay, great. Well, Antonio, thank you very much for your time and for joining us in the studio.
Thank you.
That's Antonio Delamea, New England Revolution center back.